Are we really recording?
We're recording. We're at 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 5, 6, go.
Hello,
Hi,
FlossTube. We're the Bougie Stitchers.
This is Walker.
This is Walker. I'm Jenny.
Nancy.
And we're back for FlossTube number 40. Can you believe it?
No.
I can't either.
It's almost that's almost our age, Jenny.
No.
We're going to catch our age.
We're going to catch our age this year.
Man, we're old.
There we go. All right. Well, if you're new to our channel, thanks for stopping by. If you are old friends, we appreciate you being here. We love that
For returning.
And doing all the things to support us, and we appreciate that because, as you know, or if you've gone back and looked, you know that we always start with a moment of gratitude.
Pause.
Why did you pee?
No.
Oh,
I have a moment of gratitude.
you're gonna think of one.
Okay.
So, we always start with a moment of gratitude, and that's just something that, you know, in the last couple days, or as we start to slow down and think about things, we start to reflect or think about things, you know. So my moment of gratitude this week is really just, again, about being in the moment and having that ability. So the last week, 2 weeks now, I have stopped working full time and gone back to half-time, part-time. And so I work 2 days or 3 days, depending on the week. And it's given me the opportunity to, you know, slow down. Like yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday, I sandwiched 3 quilts and I cleaned my bedroom, my craft room, and my laundry room. Like, I'm just kind of like, instead of having to try to clean the house all at once and get it done like in 4 hours, I'm just doing a little bit at a time. And it was just nice to feel a sense of accomplishment and not feel like everything had to be on a schedule and packed in. So I think we've got big things to talk about with Drew, but other than that, that's what I'm happy about. What about you? What'd you do this weekend? What are you moment of gratitude about?
I'm thankful for my kids.
Ooh.
As Emma's standing here staring at me.
She's like, I better include them all.
No, yeah. Ouch.
Can't just have a favorite one today. Just one.
You're going to make Emma choke.
I know. It's all right. I know that I'm trained first aid, CPR. You're fine. I'll save you. And you got lots of help over here to eat that biscuit you're about to drop.
I really am thankful for my kids. They're both really different. But Emma watched our dog for us because he's kind of spoiled and doesn't like the kennels very well. And he has to have his Sunday eggs.
Did you make him eggs?
And bacon.
Oh.
We didn't request bacon.
But when I bought it, it had to happen.
But then my oldest actually completed her. She
Youngest?
retired.
Youngest.
Yeah, and Emma's completed a lot.
You don't have to justify this, but this weekend was really McKenna's last swim meet.
And now she's officially retired from swimming. We figure between Emma and McKenna, we've been swimming for 17, it could be 18 years. And so she might have to find a new cologne. To be a swimmer, you'd understand that statement, as chlorine permeates off of you. And it doesn't just, like, you can shower and, like,
You still smell like
your hair, especially if you have long hair, it'll permeate off of you. Anything you own that you take into the swim meet for a long time smells like chlorine.
Yeah, you want to know how I figured that out? Is my oldest has always been a swimmer. We tried all the sports. Nothing stuck. But with Dan, swimming stuck. And so
Can you go start the dryer again, please?
we knew Drew had man funk early because he played football and I don't know, all the things. He's his dad. But Dan never had man funk. So Dan, when he was a freshman in high school, decided he was going to run cross country. And I went and picked him and his buddy up for the first time after cross country. Oh my gosh. I rolled down every window. I was driving my head out the window. Like, I have never experienced man funk like that. And I'd never experienced it for my kid, Dan, because Dan always smelled like chlorine. And chlorine to me is, though it's a smell, it's not a bad smell. Like, it's clean, right? Because it's chlorine. Ooh, it was rough. But anyways. So new cologne for McKenna, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, Dan's last swim meet was this weekend, too. He didn't go to the podium, though.
And I have to tell you, for the first time ever, the national anthem came on and I was watching his swim meet on my phone and I wasn't paying attention to what was happening. And all of a sudden the national anthem comes up. My husband normally will tap me or I'll tap him, you know, because it's really important to us, right? Safe to say, for the first time ever, I'm like watching him and doing the national anthem.
We'll forgive you.
Thank you. But yeah, I'm like, what do I do? Do I stop it or do I, yeah.
I know, it was funny because we just watched we watched it through a link because he swam in North Carolina and we were in Wyoming. So but it was nice. It was nice to be able to at least watch while he was doing his thing. We don't have Jack today, but we brought Walker down. I brought Walker down. Jack's with his dad, so he's learning his voice. He's 4 months old today. We call him the Whittle Master because he's pretty potty trained, but every once in a while he'll get excited. Like I was vacuuming yesterday and he was chasing the vacuum and he's not peeing, he's just whittling. Like there's just little drops of pee everywhere. I was like, stop! Anyways, should we talk about cross stitch?
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
I know, that's what we're here for. We'll get there eventually. We're only 6 minutes in. All right, FFOs. Do you have any FFOs?
No.
I had big plans. I didn't get them done either.
I might next time, so fingers crossed. I'm going to finish one of my gobble couples so that I can hang it upstairs for my Easter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to...
Or spring or whatever.
Yeah, I was going to start working on that one. I've got it kitted up. I just need to do it now. But I don't have any FFOs either. But I do have 2 FOs. I'm so excited.
Why don't you go ahead?
Okay. So my first one, and this is why I'm going to want to get some FOs started, is I have my Just Another Button Company Birdie done. I started him a long time ago when I very first started stitching, and I think I didn't like the original fabric that he was on, so I just ordered some fabric flare, and there he is. So I also have a chunk of this because it was big enough that I'm going to do the red bird from Just Another Button Company on this one too. And there's some buttons that go in down here and up here, so we'll add those buttons when we're ready. But this is not the called for, because the called for was weeks and I didn't quite understand over dye, so I just used DMC. So there's a few little changes there, but for the most part, he's all done.
Good job, Jenny.
And I'm gonna now grab the other kit that I've got kitted up and get his sidekick stitched up. So I'm trying to get my want to stitches and my whoops all under
But
control.
anyways, sorry we got sidetracked. I'm very thankful for Emma because she watched the dog and he let him sleep with him and kept his routine the same. I wanted to get...
We talked about both kids. That's funny. Don't worry, I love both my children. I love both of them differently, but the same. So this one, I'm so excited. My second blackbird, and the journey on that one was ridiculous, but he is done. There's only one thing that I think I may change.
To make it long enough, I can't put a behind it.
So you see the color of his beak and the color of his legs. That is one strand of floss. That floss is called candy corn. And I picked candy corn because when I did the conversion from silk, I stood in keepsakes for like an hour changing up my things. I picked this floss from Classic Colorworks called Candy Corn. You see the variegation? Yeah, I liked the orange in the candy corn. I didn't really think about the white piece. And the white, because of the way I stitch, I start with the loop method, is all in his beak. And then his lips. So I don't know. I haven't really, until I get to the point that I'm gonna
Good job, Jenny.
finish it, like FFO it, I'm just gonna leave it for now.
But she's using her jack pin.
I am using Jack. But that fabric is old linen by X Jude Design. I had quite a few people.
Ooh, that was very, made her scared of her.
We're back. We had do a little puppy correction. Whew, that kid, he's the best little dog, but he is full of energy. He slept all the way down here. He was a good puppy. So, anyways, that was 'Tis the Season from Home for the Holidays. Blackbird's Design.
We're between snowstorms. Today is beautiful.
Today's beautiful.
Tonight's all gonna change.
Tonight it's all gonna go south. Well, we're supposed to get 8 inches. What are you supposed to get?
Not that much.
Not that much?
I think we're supposed to get 4.
Yeah.
Oh. But we're kind of nervous because we're supposed to travel the end of the week down in Nebraska for Drew's in-person interview. So I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. If not, I guess he'll be over here swimming states. I don't know. All right, whips. Whips. What you got for whips?
I have 5 whips.
Woohoo!
Nope.
I only have
Just
4.
no, I do have 5.
Oh, maybe I do have 5. I have 5 project bags. Ooh.
This is still my goal to get this one done.
Do you need the board?
No, because it's just kind of like a beach theme. I got
But what are you working on?
this done, some more in here, and hopefully this week will be here.
You've been saying that for 3 weeks.
But I'm moving.
She's moving along.
Yeah. And it is the Beach Please, and we call it the Big Butted Betties, or I call it Big Butted Betties, the triple Bs.
Yeah. Can I help?
Well, yeah, you could. But that's what it's supposed to look
You
like.
wanna? I can hold. Happy to hold something. I love this one. This is like, if you followed us, you know that this is one of the first ones Nancy started, and she threw her very first one away because she didn't like it. But I love her. It's a lot of color changes there.
There's a ton of color changes. You like, and there's these two here, and you can just tell them just different. I mean, they look the same just by the naked eye, but they're just one shade different.
Mm.
The K and the J.
The K and a J. So my first share, or not share, but my first one that I'm working on it's a freebie from Hands On Design. It's Love You Too. I'm totally changing it up because
Can you not show the design? Yeah, you can show that.
Yeah, I can show that. I don't think there's not a whole
There you
lot.
go.
So I'm not gonna do the bottom part. I'm not gonna do the hearts. I'm not gonna put I might put the two birds on, but I'm gonna take a border design from another pattern I'm working on and just do it underneath, and then I'm gonna add it to my wall of designs.
I thought you were gonna add this to your bedroom.
I am. All the love stuff that I'm doing for Steve and I.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna get, but it won't be very big.
But that's for camp.
That's my camp cross stitch from the Colorado cross stitch.
Then I'll show my camp next. Remember, in camp, you have to continue on in a series.
Yep, it was pick a series or start a series. You can start a series.
Whoa, hi, buddy.
Ooh, you're getting quite a bit done.
Yeah.
Nancy's stitch is from Teresa Kogut, and it's her Bible verses that she's going to put in her dough bowl, right?
Yeah.
Did you serge this?
Yes.
Look at you using the serger. We have a puppy who wants to help.
So hopefully I can finish the words this week, and then.
Is the border all the way around, or are you just going to do it
No,
across
the
bottom?
border's only. I can't show you it. It's only top and bottom.
Okay, you don't even have to do the top if you didn't want
No,
to.
it's gonna be a little bit bigger than my other pillows, but it'll be fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or just do a flat fold.
No, because I'm gonna put it in my dough bowl.
You can still put a flat fold in your dough bowl. There's no rule that says it has to be a pillow.
Well, we have the Mater rule, and Mater knocks things over, and he has this Kong that
This Kong is his favorite thing to play with.
yeah, and he always for some reason thinks it goes up there, so he always like jumps up there. He doesn't jump up there, but he'll put two paws up there and sniff it, and then it gets all messy. And
Oh, Jack started doing that. When I pick up the baby's toys, the Walker's toys, Jack will find them and get them down for him and the dog. The baby.
the
play with.
baby,
The baby.
the baby.
Yes, the baby. So this is a new one I started. I'm in the
that's
middle.
pretty.
I'm frogging. Because
Welcome to my world.
I know. There are 20.
Can you not show the pattern?
I don't know, maybe. There are 27 stitches here. And I did 26. Because why not? There were supposed to be 27, and then the 28th was the bottom stitch, and then go back up. And I did 27 and went back up. So I've got to bring it down. So I got to rip out this whole side to bring this down one more and up. So, anyway, this is from I took a lesson from Sandi, and it's from my spring 2022 punch needle and cross stitch magazine. I always forget what they're called. It's the punch needle and I don't know.
Spring is my heart is the pattern name.
Yes, it's a Barbara Anna.
And what are you gonna do with that when you're done with it?
I don't know. I haven't got that far yet, but it has to be a small, and it's for an exchange.
Oh, is that for the
Stacy
Stitches?
Creative Studio.
I get them all wrong.
Anyways, my friend Stacy, her sew-alongs or her exchanges are 4 times a year, so I just thought I'm just gonna stick with it. So that's my Barbara Anna. I love her. She was a pretty quick stitch. I just got to finish the heart in the blue. What else you got?
So Jenny showed her what? I put it in the wrong thing. No. Wrong one. I'm like, I put it in the wrong one. This is Jenny and Sandi. Now I have that done.
Ooh,
But-
yes, our stitch along.
Here I am.
That's okay.
I finished the flowers last week. I didn't have a ton of time. Not that it's an excuse, but you'll see why here. Last weekend I did plans. You'll see them.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't have plans.
Well, they weren't plans. It was a must do.
Oh. Yeah, this is a Jeanette Douglas. And for those of you that are stitching, the lot needs a space in the A and the L if you want it, because
Yes.
there is no one such word as a lot, even though that's how we say it. All right, what do I got? Oh, what do I have in here? I don't even know.
I told the fib I have 6.
Oh, it's my snowman. So this is my block. You remember I said I had like 6 or 7 blocks I was interested in doing. This is the first one I jumped into. This is the fabric by Nancy and I. It was 28 Lugana, but we dyed it. And it's almost done. I literally have this right here to do. I've got to do the 4 white things, and then I need to back stitch all the way around it, and then it'll be ready to go into my
Very good, Jenny.
But I thought it was funny because when I went to 1, 2, 3 stitch and I was kind of being lazy and I was unsure of what I was doing, so I just clicked on the pattern, and then I, 1, 2, 3 stitch, it'll say kit this thing up, and so I kitted it up, and it sent me this hunk of fabric. Oh shoot, I just lost a needle and a needle minder. Hang on. Yeah,
Crisis diverted.
Crisis diverted, all in it in my lap. I just didn't want a puppy getting a needle. So this is the piece of fabric. It said the size of fabric I needed, which is truly plenty.
But could you do some other ones on it?
Oh yeah, I'll stick it in. But I also needed to do this too. This could have very easily fit on this. So I just have a lot of fabric. So lesson learned. And I did call Sandi because she's doing a block, and she told me what she got, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And then I got scared and I ordered way more than I needed to. But it's fine.
Believe in the process.
Yes, there was a lesson learned there. I needed to learn it.
Thanks.
So
Your Aunt Nancy doesn't like to be
this
late.
was sent to us by a very kind just viewer.
Show the front.
I know. It's got our stitches in it. So, all right, what you got? Excuse me, my nose itched.
This is my 1 a day,
What is that?
1 length of floss a day.
Oh,
By Rebel Stitcher. Whoops. Before the devil knows. And if we go out to the Crazy Woman, I need to get vanilla custard.
Crazy Little Mercantile is a shop here that actually carries some floss, some supplies. She's our dealer.
So the bottom is done and now the cat's done. So now I'm starting on the words.
Wow, you're moving right along.
1 floss a day. So like truly, if I did a floss a day, depending on where I was, like I'd get like 1 of these and over here and like halfway up, and then yeah. So it worked out pretty well to do it that way.
Do you have a goal to have it done by a certain time?
Maybe a little bit before Halloween.
Okay.
Notice I didn't put a date on that. I said maybe before Halloween.
I wasn't rushing. There was no pressure there.
No date. Ooh.
So I am moving right along on this one. And I don't know why, it just seems to be, but I'm gonna make some changes. So this is my Gather In by Plum Street. And
What are you gonna do changes?
well, there's a stack of pumpkin and then there's like a ton of green down here. And I'm just not gonna stitch it. I'm just gonna stitch just some round, a little green in it.
Do you know that song by Ray Stevens? I don't like it and I'm not going to do it. The purple pants, pirates dance. I'm gonna sing and dance.
And wear my shiny pants.
Yeah, but there's I don't like it and I don't want to do it. That's what song popped into my head.
And so I'm not gonna put in the words up here. Well, you can't really see it, but I'm not gonna put in the words. I think I might put like Ali or something. But anyways, this fill-in, it's no joke. So every time I touch it, I try to put in a couple rows up here and a couple rows down here because it is just insane. Insane in the membrane. That's a song too. I won't ask Nancy to sing that one.
I don't know that one. Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Anyways, that is in my Gamma treasure bag. I love these bags.
So the next one I'm going to show you is another stitch along with stitching with Sandi.
Ooh, is this your Poutini?
Yes.
Did you see her market releases?
Do what?
Did you see her market releases?
I'm not buying market.
Where'd you get? You were working here, right?
Yeah, this is what I got done.
Walker, no.
Yep, that's all.
It's coming along though.
It is. Now that I don't
You
know.
noticed I didn't jump on that one. I have a story to tell about this next one. This is my last whip.
Story time.
So this is Lady Halloween. I jumped on this SAL when I saw Becca convinced Daleen from So Grateful, Becca Sambry Stitches. So I jumped on it and I did a few color changes.
Oh, right.
I don't know. I don't know where the board is. So I'm over here stitching away and I notice there's a smudge of something on this motif and I'm like, what is that? Well, I had cut my thumb at work. You can't really see it now because it's finally healed, but I had sliced my thumb at work and you know, I don't know, I kept a band-aid on it forever. Well, that night I guess I was feeling froggy and I broke open my thumb, the scab.
Did you do the spit?
No, I went and got hydrogen peroxide because when I was in Afghanistan, I mean, it's white. So, I mean, if it were tea dyed or over dyed, I just put a little hydrogen peroxide on it. Because when I was in Afghanistan, I ended up in...
But you're not using overdyes.
No,
Oh,
it's
right.
all DMC and it's all, that's just white. So I didn't feel like I was risking anything. But I tried it down below to put a little hydrogen peroxide down below. You can't even see where I bled on it.
Mm-mm.
But I was really nervous. I was like, no, I'm not starting this over. I was trying to figure out how I was going to fix it. But anyways, I didn't have to fix it because like I said, I'm just using, and there's only supposed to be 3 colors to this one and I added 2. But there she is. And then you can do the back too. So.
Did anyone let me put her little stitching back in there? She's like, nope.
No, I just put my hand on it. It wasn't that. Anyways, in Afghanistan, I had to have an IV inserted for, I was pretty sick. And they gave me where they put my IV. And you know when they tell you not to lift anything after you get your IV? Well, they let me out of the hospital and I had to go get on a helicopter to, or I don't know what my mode of transportation was, to get back to where I was going with my boss. And I picked up my ruck with all my day stuff and whatever in it, and I bled out. Like, I mean, I didn't bleed out, but I mean, I like bled. Like, there was blood everywhere. And we were getting on this plane with a bunch of Afghanistans, and they were all freaked out because I'm like just bleeding off where my IV was. Anyways, very kind young NCO fixed me up, and I was all better. But then I got back to the place, and my senior NCO was like, "Here's how we're gonna fix this." And he took my jacket, and he took some hydrogen peroxide, and all the blood came out.
Gobble couple. I don't know why I didn't say anything.
I know, there was just here it is, people, the gobble couple. This is Bonnie and Clyde.
This is Bonnie and Clyde, yes.
Oh, I like that one. Yours looks different than mine.
Yes, because you probably did a darker color than I did.
No, I didn't use variegated, I don't think. Is that variegated?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is banana pudding.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't use variegated. Oh, I like that.
And I might still try to darken it a little bit more.
I
but
wouldn't. You can see it just fine. Really, you can.
because I really struggle best with the color, because the color truly matched this color.
I know, but it doesn't. What, because of the variegation, I don't think it does.
No, because I switched it to
Oh.
banana pudding.
We'll leave that. Whatever that is, leave it.
Let
Banana-
me make sure it's banana pudding. Pretty sure that's what it is.
I like it. Tell her down below that you like it too.
Banana pudding. Yeah, that's what I switched.
From Classic Colorworks or Gentle Arts?
Weeks.
Weeks.
I got this color from Ragdoll from Gentle Artworks when I was down at Colorado Cross Stitcher.
And you thought to use that?
No. I got these two colors and the potential, like they were both in the running.
Oh, but that one looks just
My husband gave me 15 minutes.
She's like, I got 15 minutes in here. Do you need anything? I was like, nope. I need nothing. Do not waste any time thinking about something I might need. Just take care of whatever you need.
So this is where I'm not this way.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect choice. I love that.
But did you notice that she...
You threw it in there.
filled in hers?
I have to go back and look at mine now.
This row right here, and then but the one the pattern doesn't call for anything. I'd show you the pattern, but I get the pattern place after me.
Yeah, no.
See?
I must not have. Yeah, she did take the liberty of changing it up a little bit.
But this color is lighter than this color.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't change it up. Like, yours is great. I mean, do what you want, but oh yeah, no. Oh, maybe you should. Maybe you should, and then it would really make that pop. It would make the outside of it pop. I don't know. I really like it.
I have a ways to go to worry about it.
No, they stitch up pretty fast. You're gonna put that. We don't need the board anymore, do we? Nope.
I always put the board away somehow.
You do. We never know where the board is. All right.
That's
what you
it.
got for plans?
Plans are going to be pretty simple. I am going to work on the Big Butted Betties. And I'm going to stitch on no new starts, but maybe a new start. Except for I thought
we were doing Stitch Your Stash. And no new starts, or just Stitch Your Stash? What are you? I cannot do no new starts, but Stitch My Stash, I'm okay
Jenny, these are all my...
I know. You would have to pack
have
a lunch.
a problem.
You have a problem. This was the woman who was like, hey, let's do 50 new starts on your birthday. I was like, hell to the no.
Yeah.
That's my way of saying no. But I have a couple things I'm thinking about. So one, I've got a new block party I'm going to need to kit up because I'm going to try to get my block party. I'm actually going to try to get it FFO'd by the next time we see each other. It depends. But my next, oops. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. But the next one I'm going to do, because we're Irish, is I'm going to do the 17th, which is, and we're going to get floss for that today. But that's my goal. To get that started after I finish my snow. And then, because I was watching Kathy and Missy's whip parade, I ordered this before I watched their whip parade. But then since I had it, I'm gonna do this.
What's this?
This is from Lindy Stitch. Oh, that's okay. It's from Lindy Stitches. It's Mary Needleworker.
Oh, I've seen that.
I have loved this one for a while. And Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitive gave me a very nice gift certificate. And
you could do it. Okay. Yeah, so I can show this.
Yeah.
This is a pattern. She could do that for her sister Nancy.
So you can, bless you, baby girl. You can do it two ways. You can do day or night, and it's kitted up for day and night. See, day garden, night garden. You can do either way.
Oh, look at that. But
I pulled. So I really embraced this Stitch Your Stash. So this was in my stash. It's a Bestitch Me. Oh no, it's not. It's a fat quarter.
Jenny, turn it around. Don't drive the struggle bus.
Because I don't even have glasses on. Like, I'm not even gonna read it. No, who cares?
1, 2, 3 stitches where you purchased it from.
Yeah.
Back quarter shop, 18 count. Ear?
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. Anyways.
Then Ada fabric.
I pulled all my own floss. This is all me. This is all that was at my house. This is my fancy floss. But now that I'm here, I'm gonna look at Nancy's fabric to make sure I just really want to use that one or not. Anyway, so this was my stash. I brought it down in a bag that I had made.
So that's pink, Jenny.
I know, and I'm not a pink fan. I'm just not a pink. So I'm not loving the fabric. So that's why I'm bringing it. That's why I'm coming. So I'm coming here to raid your stash. Anyways, you need a pretty good chunk to do it, though. It's a pretty big piece. It's a pretty big stitch.
How big a piece do you need?
I don't know. I think I need almost a fat quarter. I don't know. Those are my plans. What you got for haul?
Very little haul.
But
because
you went to where?
I went to the Fat Colorado Cross Stitch. So this is really silly, you guys. She was in there, and I truly didn't need a bag because I brought this in with me. And she's like, "Do you need a bag?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." I have to show it was here.
Yeah, it's like going to keepsakes. You have to walk out with the checkered bag. This is lady you like, yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's yours.
Well, you have to show it. Oh, he's super cute. Look at that guy. Look at that wee little Santa. I love these guys. I'm gonna start. Lizzie, Kate's got some, and then she has some. Ooh, there's even little things. Thank you.
And then you have one more coming, but it just hasn't arrived yet.
Well, thank you.
I collect, and I just thought this was really cute. I truly didn't need anything, but when you're in a store,
Yeah, but that would be a great pincushion exchange for one, because you know we've got that one coming up in March. The end of March?
no, I already got that one
Oh,
planned.
mine's planned. I just have to put it together. Mine's done.
And that's it. But I did order from Northern Michigan.
You ordered from a person in Northern Michigan?
Hoopy Hobby Angie got me on this pattern, and you'll really like it. And hopefully I ordered two, because here's the deal. Only one of us is going to be able to stitch it at a time. Or I could order another one.
This is for later. So we're doing for our, so Nancy and I are on the committee we're one of six of us that are on the committee for.
Well, Emma's
quilt
on the
chicks.
half committee because she's only going to be there like one day if that.
So,
I have to work.
well, we're gonna
She
make
has
sure
to
your
work.
room, that you need a room, so we don't have to have anyone sleep with us.
Okay.
I mean, why'd you look at me like that?
Oh, we don't talk about this right now.
Yeah, let's.
Well, I liked when Deb was our room partner. I liked her. I worry that I might snore, and I don't want anyone to hear me. Okay, that's why. It's not personal. It's selfish. That's where I'm at. There, the secret's out, world. All right. So, anyways, there was ladies asking about at Quilt Chicks asking about project bags, and I have this pattern that I don't use because I made up my own. So I didn't know if you wanted to go to Quilt Chicks, if you wanted to take that in case somebody wanted it.
Okay.
Because we're gonna do a quilt project bag. There, I made that awkward.
Yeah, you did.
I just don't like people to hear me snore. All right, so we're talking about our haul now, and so my Bestitch Me. I actually am quitting all my clubs because I've got quite a bit of stash, and I'm finding that as my tastes change, like I have all this 14 count that I'm about to unload on people. I unloaded a bunch on Melissa, Mel from Mel Stitches, but now I'm bringing it down for everyone else to look at because I'm like, I just don't want any. I was keeping it. I don't know why I'm keeping it because every time I look at it,
I have some 14
it doesn't make me happy.
This is all 14 counts.
I also, until now, have been in the fat quarter weeks.
I know, but when you quit that, you'll have some regret.
No, I think I would have regret if it were color and cotton because I can't get that anywhere. Like I would have had regret had I done what you did with the color and cotton. But for weeks, I feel like 1, 2, 3 stitch is pretty good. And I got a pretty good selection now. So, and we can always run out to Crazy Woman. And my last one is a new purchase. This bag that I am super excited to get Mary Needleworker into.
That's almost appropriate for that one.
It is made by our friend Tracy from
Why
OG.
hasn't it came yet?
From OG Stitchery. So, or OG Stitches, right? Anyways, Tracy. You know what? This lady, she amazes me. Like she pulled out her sewing machine on day one. What? Back in January, November, December. Like it was super early.
This is even cute enough to be.
I know.
Hopefully you can see those little animals in there.
But now she's like whipping them out.
And now she might be interested in selling them.
Yes.
So if that's something you'd be interested in.
If you guys are on Instagram, Tracy from OG Stitcher, she has got a great floss tube. She's a really good friend of ours. Nancy's in a stitch along with her. That's her moonwalk, right?
Moon Dancer.
Moon Dancer, which is a super cute witch.
By Teresa Colgate
Yep,
again.
it is. So anyways, I saw this bag and the yellow just made me happy. I can't wear yellow. It makes me look really sick, but I love yellow. I love yellow and blue. More blue than yellow, but I like it.
So I did buy one of those. It just didn't come.
Yeah. Well, so in our little...
But mails were really weird here in Wyoming.
So is the internet. Remember last time when I said that, it was on Nancy's Inn? I 100% sure it was not on Nancy's Inn. Because remember, I live at
used our fingers, and yet we both have them.
I've used them. But I live at the end of the internet. Remember the end of the internet? So it was probably both of us because there was bad weather. And anyway, no, you don't get my finger. You find your own finger.
I don't know what I did with it.
Squirrel, back here. We're filming.
Hold each other.
Hi, we're the Bougie Stitchers. All right, and then we have some Happy Meal.
Okay, and then Happy Meal.
Are you done with your?
No, I want to tell you what I did on Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, I was so excited. I was a little envious. Here,
I found it.
right there in her basket. Imagine that. Ooh, imagine that. So, last week, Nancy and I both had friend adventures. And you got to see...
I got to see Sherry with the Colorado cross stitcher and Angi out of the Hoopy Hobby.
Yes, I was so jealous. She sends me this picture. I think I was at work or making dinner or something, so I didn't see it right away. And when I saw it, I was like...
We'll attach it at the end.
I was like, hey, you can't be seeing these people without me. Like, we're a pair. Like, you can't go see people without me. But she did. And then I will attach what I did Thursday night. So Thursday night, our friend Stephanie lives in Sheridan. She's a stitcher. We met her here in Gillette.
At Hobby
Lobby. But she was
well, I met her first, and then truly I pawned her off to Jenny.
Yeah, and she did that because Nancy's an introvert that tries to be an extrovert. So there are just days that you're just not going to get Nancy in that. Oh, be my friend.
Jenny's right over there.
She's like, oh, here, let me pawn you off. And I'm an extrovert and I don't care.
And she's very nice, and I've had lunch with her prior to that.
Yeah, but Stephanie was like, hey, let's get together. And Nancy was on her way down to Colorado, and I'm like, well, I'm free. So her and her husband came over to our house, and Steve and Jim had a blast, and Stephanie and I had a blast, and we probably put 10, 15 stitches each in our projects, but she very generously gave us these.
And she sent me a picture and kind of went nanny boo.
I know, well, because I just saw her picture 2 days ago.
Did she make these?
No, so I'll tell you the story. So these are the Unstitcher. These are Fat Quarter Shop. That's where she got them from. And they are, the needle in there, you know how when you unpick, you've got your needle, and it kind of, I usually end up bending mine. But these are like little seam rippers, but the needle is, the pokey's super stiff.
I need these.
I know, but she ordered them in like bulk. It was funny. But you know what was great about our visit is, she had a lot of tips and tricks. And so that's what I think is great about when you can do a Zoom meeting with friends, or you can just chat with friends, or you can go to a retreat and meet new people. They have tricks and tips. And
these are heavy.
I know. So these are done by 141 Design Company. She's on Etsy, but she also has a FlossTube. And her name is, I think it's Chantel. I watch her, so I should know. But again, I'm not the best. I'll put her information down below. But these are her boards that she sells. On FlossTube, like, she'll take you to Hobby Lobby.
A tag.
Yeah, so there's a tag.
A snow.
There's like
a sled.
Three tags and a sled.
A bigger tag.
Yeah.
And then a kind of like a medium-sized tag.
And they're completely reasonable.
Very nice.
So if you are doing the Mad for Plaid with hands-on design, the board that they mount the Mad to Plaid on and they do change out is done from her. And like I said, I think it's great. Like, super reasonable, great for your smalls. But anyways, she got to teach a set. So it was just a good way to be introduced. So thank you, Stephanie. And
I'm sure I'll use this tonight for something.
Yeah, I'm good. Well, I've got an unstick. And I always tell people, like, we share on here before we actually start using things. So I've been dying to open mine because I've got a big frog to unfrog. I got 28 stitches to unfrog. Or to frog, not unfrog. All right. We have some shares. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. or are they?
Wait, this is your ball game, Jenny.
No, because I've got the share stash up at my house. All right, so we have 3 today. So if you are interested in stitching a Mirabilia, and this one is called Rose Collection, and it's still sealed. We had a very generous viewer give us a bunch of Mirabilias, and we want to get them out into the world to be stitched. We would like you to say Rose, because we are excited for spring. There are some.
What's that song?
You had it right, Mom.
You had it right. It was a rose garden. So we just won't ask her to sing it.
Oh, I'll sing it for you. You might regret it, but I'll do it.
I sing for free. I don't even charge, but I know one line to every song, and I probably have 4 words wrong. So, but Rose. So that's the Mirabilia. If you are interested in sewing your grandmother's sewing machine, how many of you have this sewing machine in your house? I do. I've got grandma's. Do you have?
No, I have grandma's.
No, I have Grandma Little's. No, look at this. Remember, it's right inside my door. When you walk in my house. You have maybe one from Dave's family?
Nope, I had. But where's my wooden box, Emma?
Is it upstairs in my room?
Oh yeah, it's okay. Well, I'll show you a picture. I'll attach a picture. I truly have an old one.
Yeah, you've got an old one, but you don't have this one.
I think it was Grandma Little's.
You don't have the whole stand like that one.
No, I had the wood stand, the oval one with the woods, the heavy. It's super heavy. I'll show you a picture.
We'll take a we'll go up and video it afterwards. But I have this one, and I'll attach a picture. And this was Grandma's. This was out of Grandma's house too. So, this one we are going to ask. I covered up the word.
Do you know how to use the treadle machine?
I do not, because
Emma does.
So I need to get the belt fixed on it. It moved 26 times with us, and the original leather belt broke, so I got to get it fixed. And I figured out how to fix my baby lock. So if you're interested, we are interested. If you would use the word grandma,
Grandma,
grand M-A, grandma, not grandmother, grandma, because that's what we called our Grandma Little. And last but not least, I think everybody needs to do an alphabet at least once. So la-di-da alphabet, and it will come with a very, I don't know what this fabric is, but it's an even weave of some sort. So but that will come as a package. So it's a la-di-da, and we are asking you to say alphabet.
That's a hard word to spell.
Alphabet?
Well, I thought it was for a second. Alphabet.
A-L-P-H-A-B-E-T is how you spell alphabet.
Mom has a hard time with friends, so I feel like
Nancy wasn't a speller in school. Very high intelligence. Can't spell for anything. That's what used to crack me up. So in school, we were in the same elementary school, same junior high, same high school. And I was like a dumb smart person. So in my class, we had some super smart people, and they all went to Seek. And when my classroom went to Seek, there were like 4 of us left. I was like, why do I have to be with the smart people?
I was lucky. I was in Seek, but I think there was 5 of us in Seek.
I didn't get picked for Seek. I don't know. I had a 4.0.
I never had a 4.0.
Still bitter about it, but anyways,
I had to barely pass it by. That's not true. If I wanted to do well, I did well. If I didn't want to do well,
yeah,
wasn't happening.
So, anyways, the drama. I sat next to Jason Haight and Julie Cohey. They were like the smartest kids in our school, and I was like, I remember once we were in a reading class. I had never seen. I read by word recognition. I can't do phonetic reading, and the word ma'am came up, and it's M-A''A''M. I had never seen it before, and I didn't know how to say it, so I guessed. I got laughed at, and I have hated to read out loud since. That was like in 3rd grade. Nope, shut me down. I'm done. So, anyways, I'll lay out on a couch later for you, and you can just charge me whatever you need to charge me for that therapy, but that's where I'm at in life. All right, so we, instead of doing a BFF, have decided to do something a little different. So I was watching FlossTube the other day and Vanna Pfeiffer came on. And I love all of Vanna Pfeiffer's tutorials. I appreciate what she brings to the table. I love her story. She's Catholic, so she shares lots of things. We're Catholic. I'm practicing, Nancy's not. But, you know, there's lots of stuff there. Nancy.
I get that.
You're welcome, Mom. I did it. I stuck it to her. Nancy practiced.
Catholic guilt doesn't really apply to me.
I am a master of it. Ask my children. So we decided, Vanna was like, I don't think anyone's interested in what I had to say, and I was going to take my videos down. And there's been a couple other old school people who've decided to take videos down. They're like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And sure, there's lots of new FlossTubers out there. I mean, we're one of them. We've been doing this just over a year. Well, I guess a year and a half now. But there are some old schools that us newbies watch, and we look up to you. And so instead of doing a new BFF, we thought we'd focus on our old BFFs. So we each picked a quilting BFF and a cross-stitch BFF.
And then one together.
So my quilting BFF is Pat Sloan. I went during COVID when I started to take back up quilting. I went back and binge watched Pat Sloan, and she is generous with her talents, and she does quilt a day, a block a day, and so March will be her block a day for this year. But during
sew-alongs,
yeah, she does sew-alongs. She gives you free patterns, and so I will insert the baby quilt. I finished the top. I'm gonna quilt it later today. Because the baby's due any day now and I want to get it in the mail. But so she generously gives of her talent, and she teaches you a lot. And it doesn't mean that everything Pat Sloan does that I'm going to do, but I am able to start with what she's showing us and then evolve where I want to go with it. And I just love that. And she just puts up a quick 15-minute video every day of the week. So you grab your cup of coffee and you watch her. So who's your quilting one?
Karen Brown. She's from Canada. She started out with just her guild, and she just grew.
She's another one. Like, she just shares her talent. And she just did a big, 21-day declutter. You don't have to do everything they do, but it's just
listen and take what
and
you
learn.
Want, and
especially if you don't have that in your community every day. And she's really good about answering questions. Pat Sloan is too. In fact, Pat's videos every day come up. She watches them. She records them the day before, and then she has the video, like the premiere. She watches it with you, and she, you can ask her questions.
She's on there chatting with you.
Yep.
And I've gotten her to respond a couple times. I think you have as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was our. And then
and Karen Brown does have a Q&A too.
She does.
Yeah.
She does, and she has a lot of lives, so
Yeah,
you
she
can
does.
jump on and check her.
I don't catch very many lives.
I don't either. I'm horrible at lives because I'm always like behind. Like I said, my internet. I'm at the end of the internet in Wyoming. It ends right there with me. So my go-to when I was learning to cross stitch was Liz and Deb from Country Stitchers, and I will never forget. Again, I was new. I just had surgery, and it was April Fool's Day, and they came on and they're like, "Hey, we've been doing this for a while, and so we decided we're not going to film anymore." I was like, I was so sad. Oh, anyways, it was their April Fool's. You'll see it. But I just love, Liz is so generous with her teaching, and Stitch Etc. is where she worked at one point in time. She helped out there, and it's up in Lancaster County, and we drove up there just so I could like see where she worked. Like, I didn't know if she was working or not. I wasn't stalking her. I just wanted to go be in her space. So
you might have been stalking a little bit.
Well, I would have been extremely happy had she been there, but that's not why I planned. I didn't call and plan my trip around her being there. We took an opportunity on a Saturday to go up when things started to open up a little bit more.
Nice.
Who's yours?
Mine's Laura and the Serial Starter. Sorry.
Brenda.
Yeah. We've had the opportunity to meet Brenda.
We did. We hung out with her.
Kind of.
She came to our room.
She did.
At StitchCon. That first night we were there before we got it. We came in on Wednesday, and her and Jody were there. We were so excited to I was maybe it was me.
Starstruck from the beginning, and I don't know why, because I stitch nothing like them. Like they do these masculine or these
massive
samplers.
Samplers.
Yep. And samplers are not for me. not yet. Maybe, but probably not.
I don't know.
So yeah, we've had the opportunity to meet her and learn from her, and kind of we got to go through Laura's struggles with cancer and that kind of thing, and that kind of makes you human. You know what that makes any sense? Like you can. Now, I'm not had cancer, and I'm very fortunate and all that stuff. But I mean, to live their day-to-day struggles with them, I think makes them human, and
it personalizes it.
Personalizes.
And you can empathize and sympathize. Yeah. So, and then together, Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching, they have been. I mean, I went back and binge watched them. I haven't got through all of them yet. I'm through a lot of them though. But they are just a share and a support group, and they're again. You can. I don't know. I follow them on Facebook, on Instagram, and it's just it's one of those things you just appreciate. You just, you can relate to them. I don't know. And we got to meet them at StitchCon.
We did.
Steve and Steph hung out for a while.
That wasn't at StitchCon.
That was not at StitchCon.
That was prior.
That was, yeah. So we're kind of missing. I'm kind of sad that we're not going to StitchCon this year, but.
I wasn't sad, but now I'm kind of sad as everyone's like.
I was trying to be all brave, like it's fine, but now that everyone's planning, like their smalls and their table exchanges and their gifts and the things they're bringing, and we're not in the Facebook group now because we're not going this year.
But we do have hotel reservations next year already.
But so we were super excited just to share that with you, like your old schools, like just keep them close at heart too. There's lots of newbies starting. We all want to straighten each other's crown, but those ladies did a lot of crown straightening for us. Mm-hmm. So they had a lot. I would tell you things like Annie, the Proper Stitcher. We're super fans of Annie's, but she started just before us, and she's got a huge following. So the Antique Needleworkers have a huge following. They have like 2 videos, and she's got the tour of the mill up.
I know, I had to watch that like 3 times.
I haven't watched it yet. I was saving it for when I was going to quilt, but that will be.
I'm not a jealous person, but I'm like,
that is like an amazing house.
I need that.
Like I live in an old schoolhouse.
I don't need any of it. My house is small, you guys, but
not as cool as a Christmas. Yeah. So, all right, the quilts. You want to show your quilt that you're working on?
Well, this is all but done.
All but done. So Nancy doesn't do the quilting; she does the piecing, and then our friend
quilt.
She can quilt.
I don't like to quilt.
She chooses not to. So. Is that not gorgeous? Nancy hates it.
It's way too busy for me, and I like scrappy.
Yeah, but it's not really scrappy. It's made with a effect where, hang on, we got a string.
I have lots of strings. I haven't picked it out yet.
I will not touch that string. That's what I heard. Do not touch my string. Is that what you heard, Emma? Not done that yet. Do not do that.
I had to put that
This has
together,
been my arch nemesis for about 3 years.
I know. She brings it to the quilt retreat every year, and she does like one block and says, I'm not doing it anymore.
Well, because I have now done 3 tops that I feel like this is it, and I get it done. I'm like, this is not it. Then this is it.
I just told her, you're doing it. You just get it done.
I almost gave this one up too.
Give it over to Nikki, let her do her thing on it, and be done. So Nikki's the long armor here in Gillette. That's part of our Quilt Chicks group, and she does amazing work. I sandwiched 3. I've got 3 ready to sandwich.
Good job.
The first one is the star that I was supposed to have done last year for my challenge that I didn't get done.
You donated $1.
I did. I was not happy about that, but it's fine. So I didn't get one done. The second one I have done is the baby quilt that I need to get done and in the mail in the next, hopefully by the end of the week before we go to Nebraska. And the third one is my challenge for number 2. And it's a Pat Sloan, the rainbow quilt from Pat Sloan, but it's ready. All right.
My rainbow one's been done.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't have material. I had just started quilting again. I didn't have a stash to pull from. And it was during COVID and you couldn't go anywhere. So I'm on the internet, like finding clearance fabrics and clearance bolts and, a white 5 block or 5 charm pack, a white charm. Anyways, I was desperate to find material. So that will forever be my COVID quilt.
Emma, will you please come down here and do the Wheel of Doom with us?
Yeah. Okay. All right, I cleaned up the Wheel of Doom, so I think we need to do some more questions.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one.
Ooh, favorite Disney movie and why?
Just so you know, this is Emma. If you're new to our channel, I asked her to be with us this morning, but she said no.
If you're new to us, there's a few
I thought
videos.
she was the person that was going to take my place.
I know,
with
there's a
all
few
the-
video backs.
Like, they're cutting me out. You're going in.
And everybody loved when she was, so she fills in for Nancy when Nancy's can't do it. So, favorite Disney movie and why?
How many can I have?
One.
Then someone else is going to have to go, and I have to filter.
She does this all the time.
What's yours?
My favorite Disney movie?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm sure there's some that are Disney movies, and I don't remember that they're Disney movies that I love.
Let's go with animation. Animated.
The animated Disney
There you
movies. Okay.
That didn't help very much, did it?
I don't know. I'm just not into the I'm a poor little princess and need to be rescued.
No, but let's take that part out, and the music,
there's
the comedy in them,
Oh, they're all hilarious.
or you can not do
Or-
princess movies. There's a lot of other Disney
or
movies.
even the one-liners that are in there that you have to be an adult to even pick up and lose your pop all over the place because you spit it out.
I don't know.
Okay, Emma.
The Fox and the Hound.
Oh, that would be mine.
Of course. You see,
So
you
I
say
gotta
that, you're like,
back up.
oh yeah.
And what do you like about it?
That was all she had. She's like, I'm gonna steal my mom's and go.
You should do that thing again. With your head.
Well, come on over here, and I can't recreate it though.
I don't know, I just think it's a wholesome movie. Except for, I mean, it's sad.
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah, tears.
But it's, like, they're all the good feelings. They're best friends, and then, you know, you, like, I don't know.
I'm a hound dog.
Mhm.
Woo. We had a hound dog for a while. And she would bay at my husband when he got home every day from work.
And she didn't want to be woken up. Hounds have just such a distinct personality. Like, I had a hound for a short time.
Jenny's now looking it up.
Yeah.
Because then I have a list of.
And they just, like, hounds just have such big personalities. So I think hounds are fun and foxes are just cute. So,
Yes, they are.
like, Wikipedia is not the best.
Well, it gives the list. That's what I was looking for.
What's your other one?
Aladdin.
Yeah, why is it? Why Aladdin?
The one-liners in that.
Oh yeah, Robin Williams can carry a movie anywhere.
Do you know he only did half of what he was going to do, so he could leave it the rest?
So everybody else could have a little.
No, so that he could leave a legacy for his family.
Huh? What does that mean?
So his family could have something.
That's what he.
That's why he only took half of the money.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one-liners.
No.
You need to have a complete thought there, sister.
It was all there.
No, it was not.
I'm not
Okay.
good.
I knew what she was doing. I'm used to deciphering what she's saying, so.
Mine's Lady and the Tramp.
Not one of my favorites. Why, Jenny? Sorry, I should have said that first. Why, Jenny?
Oh, who picked that one? I don't know. I think just because when we were younger, I remember watching it, and I had such a love for dogs, and we didn't have a dog, and then when Tramp shows up, and he's like, "I'm all of that and a bag of chips," and Lady's like, "Oh yes, my Tramp." I don't know. I just thought it was hilarious.
And you have a problem with the Disney movie or the princess
Yeah,
movies?
like that was a girl moment.
I know. So that's what I mean. Like I bet
Oh,
the
Stevie.
the Tramp. Oh, Stevie. Stevie does not like to be called Stevie. I love the Tramp. Like he just makes my. But if I had to pick a different movie, it would be Remember the Titans.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That is good.
I had a shirt.
Drew went to school at T.C. Williams. It's now called. So our connection there is. Well, it's a great movie. But Drew went to school there. His first 2 years of high school were at T.C. Williams. It's now called Alexandria City High School because of all the controversy of who T.C. Williams was. And but Dan swam for one of the football players. He became a swim coach, and so Dan got to swim for him. So there's a couple touch points there. But I love that movie. I love that movie before.
Story behind that, by all means.
Yeah.
I could talk about Disney all day because I love the instrumentals on there. Or did I?
Fantasia.
You didn't like that one? I had the creepy brooms in it, Mom.
Well, yes, the cartoon one.
I love that one. Oh, where Mickey thinks he gets his a little bigger than his britches, and
Yeah, so then he gets like 1,000 brooms and he chops them up, and like when it was like 5 brooms, he chops them up and he thinks he solves it, and then they multiply. I never liked that one.
It's because he was a wizard and didn't know it. Do you have a second one?
Oh, second. I have so many though.
I know.
Like
It's
Disney.
like the Disney generation.
Yeah.
Your generation is.
Emma wore out Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, I do like Robin Hood.
Oh, I love a good Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Costner's is my favorite though.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is like the old
I know.
VHS
With
ones
the
that we
box
had.
and
Drew took his Star Wars. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Return of the Jedi. And he wanted to watch it so bad, and Mom wasn't paying attention, and he stuck it in the shredder. And he cried and cried and cried. We had to go buy another one.
Do you want to know what happened to my Remember the Titans?
What?
Emma put her strawberry milk in this cupboard we have. Remember the old VHS cupboards? For safekeeping.
I put a lot of things in things for safekeeping.
And it dripped over Remember the Titans. And then we could never find it on VHS. And then, of course, we moved on. And then, of course, we don't have a TV now. That kind of hurt.
I love Christopher Robin.
That's a good one.
I like the Winnie the Pooh.
I can't stand Winnie the Pooh.
I don't like Winnie the Pooh, but I like Tigger, so he just kind of comes.
I don't know what it is about Winnie the Pooh. I'm like, Eeyore, though. I'm like, Eeyore, you need to get a life. Like, catch up, Eeyore. Maybe that's it. So, all right.
Yeah, but each of the characters are supposed to represent a mental illness.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
I can see where
Do we need to go down that hole, or are we going to
There's a lot of Disney movies that are alternate, like
Yeah,
they're not kid movies. Here's the deeper meaning.
Right.
behind it.
Little Mermaid's the worst.
that one's.
But the original fairy tales aren't fairy tales.
No, they're
They're
horrible.
horror
scary.
They're
stories.
horror stories. So,
All right, I
right.
think we need to wrap it up.
we need to wrap it up because we got to go to Crazy Home, and then I got to get home, put this video up, and get some quilting done. I got a lot to do today because we're going to Nebraska this weekend for Drew's interview.
Did you guys see that?
Chop chop. We got things to do. So, all right. I will not share Nancy's hand signals to her daughter right there. Wowzers. All right, on that note, I hope you have a great time stitching. If
Until
you
next time.
want to pick up a share down below, go ahead and use those keywords, and we would love to hear from you. So until then, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care.
Nice.
That's what I do.
All right, until next time.
Until next time, happy stitching.